I unfortunately cannot do that
Here,
because my
push them up on
microphone is
Discord.
crap.
I already have an answer, 100%.
Me too.
You can adjust this volume on Discord.
My
Yeah, but
God,
I
three
already have
people
an
are,
answer,
are streaming.
100%.
Why are 3 people streaming? This is
3
streaming
points up
hell.
here.
Do you want to choose? Which one do you choose? No one knows. Which one is the correct option?
I mean, from my point of view, you can see the whole stage.
And of course,
I think
Discord
I'm
decides to die.
watching. Wait here
How
on RP.
lovely.
And I'm the only one streaming at 60 FPS.
What the
Because
fuck?
everybody can
Yeah,
take a nitro fan.
maybe they should go with that one. But if
Yeah, I
Get
want
the
to
fuck
check
back in your
closely,
seat.
there are 3 streams, Jesus.
Right, is
Alright.
everybody here who wants to
Yes.
be here? Then we will start the first debate.
How many
the
people are
Republic
here?
of Barun. I'll
How many
first
people are
ask
here?
Casper a question, and after Casper
I
answers,
can
King
tell you why you
can
should vote
answer.
for me.
11 people are here.
Okay, cool. I can wanna know why you should vote for me?
This is not
Because we will make Barun great again.
All right. The first question I'll ask is, what challenges do you think the country will face, and how would you address them? Please answer, Casper.
I think we need to make sure our somebody has like I can hear my own voice. Okay, that's fixed now. I think the country is right now a lot of citizens don't have a lot of money, and right now the country is also quite poor. And I think we need to address this by making sure the Baronino is reinstated, that our government just gains a lot of funds and just becomes a more powerful and richer government, so we can help our citizens more, so that our citizens can thrive and the Burundian Republic can thrive. Yes, that's my answer.
Yes, and King, what challenges do you think the country will face, and how would you
So,
address them?
getting a bit nervous, but I think the country would probably experience the same problem that he just said. But also, I think because this is a republic, people might take advantage of that. And as like in former republics, there are a bunch of corruption, and if this country wants to survive, we need to stop things like corruption and uh
Yeah,
and yeah. So for the poverty one, like, yeah, we should reinstate the Brun money. I can't pronounce it, but we should also accept other currencies, as if ours go under, we can go on and use another one. Though that could be used as some way to control our government. That could it isn't a perfect solution, but nothing is, or I guess there are some, but something. Wait, I lost my train of thought.
shall I go
Yeah,
through
like
with the
they
second
could,
question then?
they
Right.
it's not a perfect solution, but uh, we it has a lot of upsides, though it also has downsides. But I believe the upsides outweigh the downsides. And corruption, well, uh, um, I think this guy's typing. Just a hunch.
I'll go through with the second question then, and
with
I'll
the
first give it to King.
all right,
What are your
so
policies on national security? Please tell me.
like some things require solutions that some may not agree with. And I, for one, would want to keep the people happy and want to have like uh not have things people won't be happy with. But if it comes to corruption, like that that's pretty much gonna happen. But if we want to like we're gonna want to have should be having wait oh yeah corruption wait, what was I saying before? I keep losing my train of thought. uh we need to like damn it, I lost it. Like come on, what was it? Oh yeah, it's gonna require some solution. I already said that. Let's do that.
Right, I'll ask.
Wait, like sometime we're gonna need things people aren't gonna be happy with. But like if like something like that, I already said. So I'm thinking like I don't know, we have like uh if someone like so like like I'd say we'd have to have like a vetting process. I don't know if you'd all agree with that, but it it sounds alright to me. Like a vetting process to see if you're not corrupt. Though this could also be abused. Why is Minecraft now suddenly dying?
Yes, I'll ask the same question on the Casper. What are your policies on national security?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I think that
Minecraft's now alive.
in we should make sure our the country is defended, but I do not want to force people into defending their country. I think we should make military service. We have to keep it um, voluntarily, but still paid, as you still do a service to your country. My idea is that we establish multiple forts, not unlike the one that we have behind us, but a little bit more advanced, to protect our nation in case of an attack. And I would like to remain out of said attacks, but that can sometimes be an inevitable, I mean, and so that can be um, averted. So you would have to prepare for that. But if you do not interfere with other countries, they would likely not interfere with you. And until we have the military and economic prosperity to interfere in other countries, I think we should not interfere, so our citizens can thrive, and later we can help the citizens of other countries.
All right. I'll give you the third question then. What are your thoughts on religion?
I think that religion should be a free thing in the entire country. It's a free country, so people should be free to choose what religion they are. So that's why in the constitution that the WS1 and I worked on, there is no religion involved, as it should be a free thing. However, I do think there should be an amendment to the constitution that says any laws forbidding a religion should be forbidden. But in my opinion, religion should not be something that the government interferes with. a religious party can exist in the government, they could have gotten the votes. But I think those religious parties should be voted for their political ideals and not their religion.
Alright,
Well,
alright.
I seem to have lost connection.
That is an issue.
Can we go to open questions while he's trying to connect?
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Here
that's
you
right.
go. Okay.
Right, King, can you then answer the same
Minecraft
question
is
that
just dying. Why am I? Help! I'm inside the slab.
yes,
What? Minecraft just crashed. Just keep asking the questions and I'll answer.
alright, alright. King, what are your thoughts on religion?
I believe religion should be free. It's pretty much the same as him, but if like a government should be run secularly without influence by religion, if that's something you're asking, that includes as the question. No one should be restricted from their religion of what they believe in. And it should be free.
Alright, alright. I'll ask you the fourth question then. In which way will you serve the Republic if you would become president?
If I wasn't,
In which way would you serve the Republic if you would become president?
would or wouldn't.
Would, would.
So the first one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I would buy mm, I would you know how the country is in a, I would make the people happy. Like I would be building a bunch of infrastructure, like bridges and there are a lot of things you can build. And I would help with building the towns people make. I would supply them with gear. Well, if I could. And I would generally just try to help people. And I would also try to help other people. Like trying to secure good relations with everyone. Well, that might not be the best way, but I in my eyes that's a pretty good solution. And I would also try to expand the nation without militaristic means. Oh, and speaking of military, that thing's kind of weak now, so we should probably make that a bit stronger. And all the other things that I mentioned before.
Alright. Then,
Yeah, go
Casper,
on.
in which way will you
This
serve the
guy's got it
Republic
all
if you would
prepared.
become president?
I would, instead of just giving handouts, I would, as the saying goes, giving a man a fish will feed him for one day. Teaching a man how to fish will feed them for a lifetime, I would build up infrastructure like gold farms, which can give XP to the citizens. I would make sure mining is more easy with beacons citizens can hunt. Make
Damn
sure
it.
citizens have their
This guy's good.
farms that are accessible, so they can, instead of just a one-time handout, which kind of boosts their development, boosts their development entirely. And I don't want to like help the things directly because that would make them associate to me. And if I would be voted out of power in a case where I am in power, those citizens could have faced retribution for being helped by me accepting help, which would not be nice because then I would sort of be betraying my citizens. And what King was talking about, the territorial expansion, I think due to there's a large unclaimed lab mass around Barun, that we can just claim it, as no other countries are currently having active expansion on the Germanic continent. So I think territorial expansion doesn't even need to be in consideration on military needs. And I think just infrastructure like bridges, that's not something a problem. We can easily just walk across the water. We can swim across the water. It's just it's a tiny boost compared to the huge boost farms and other shit like I don't know, a better net.
I said other stuff, man. Well, I'm pretty sure.
And I think that
Imbus.
having government agencies pay out would also encourage people to work for the government, which would boost our. If people work for the government becomes more efficient, which causes the citizens to have more means to their disposal, which means people in the government become more efficient, and then you have like exponential growth of the efficiency in our country. That's my statement.
All right. Then I'll go on to the final question. Why do you
What-
think you're the best fit for the job, Casper?
Wasn't there something here?
Yes, I temporarily removed it. I think that I should be the best fit because in my time ruling Erico, I learned that it is not the country serving me as president. I'm having huge ping right now. It's not me, the country serving me as president. It's me serving the country as president. That I need to do stuff for the country, not the other way around, as I previously thought. And unlike King, who also has led the country, I actually had experience with leading people who weren't always satisfied with my ruling, which caused me to always look critical on what I did. I also think that in the pre-Kaoland annexation of Barun, I was doing stuff that would temporarily help us stay afloat, whilst facing a bureaucratic crisis. I was writing documents that would have improved the quality of life in Barun, not significantly, but slightly, which would have inspired people to make Barun better, to come back to Barun, to become active again, and be a deterrent to Kaolan so they couldn't attack us anymore, which sadly failed.
Is that it?
Yep, I'm definitely losing.
Then I'll ask the same question to King. Why do you think you're the best fit for the job?
Hmm. Uh. Uh. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Then is there anyone who wants to ask a question?
Oh yeah, you had a question before.
Um,
I would, well, I have already mentioned this, but I also try to secure positive relations with everyone.
I have a question for both candidates.
Which,
Don't you both think having a secular state might have a controversial affair, given your mind that say the Saida old Kaiserin was an open Hellenic
What?
person? That don't you think that having a secular state might have a controversial idea for the people, knowing that Saida, the old Kaiserin and greatest Kaiserin from Berun, was an open Hellenic person?
Hmm?
Can you answer the question?
I so I wasn't able to like understand that.
And Tom basically translated my question
Yeah,
through understandable English.
Here, if so, the new state is going to be secular. Do you think that will have any issue compared with the fact that the Kaiserin was an openly Hellenic person? Do you think the people will take that well that now they're going to be living in a secular state? And that's
You
to
know
both of
what?
you.
There might be some people who will like it. There might be not. You know, no one's the same. But I'd believe that largely people would be happy about that because it would not be influenced by religion. As religion, if your country is run by a certain religion, then then if someone else who believes a different religion uh lives in that country, then the country might have laws and other stuff that might strictly adhere to that religion. And people who do not believe in that might not approve of that, as they would be forced to follow the laws of one religion they do not believe in. Also, can someone get this horse out of here?
And Casper?
So I am not confused. The difference between Hellenic and secular is that Hellenic is a system where the country has one religion, and secular means that it doesn't. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that King, in my opinion, made quite a good point that some people may not agree with the rules that a Hellenic government may set, but I think that most religions, their rules come from a place of survival, which of actual rational thought, because it's not like religions um, just think of rules. They're gods, they're deities. They think of stuff to keep their society to become together. So I don't think it's a threat if an Hellenic state is in power. But I think the Hellenic people of Barun would still be content with expressing their religion, just not in a rule with their ruler being an open Hellenic. Because they think, well, we will just do our religious stuff in the place where we do our religious stuff, and if they have a problem with some laws or systems that a secular government has installed, they can, by the power of our democracy, protest that. They can change that. That's the power of the democracy. If people are unhappy, they can change that. The people are in the power. So if the Hellenics are not content, they can change that.
Alright, then the is there someone else who wants to ask a question? Alright.
Can you unmute him so he can speak?
We did.
I am
He
unmuted.
is. I mean,
So this is a question personally for Casper. So as a former ruler of Iro that you were, we didn't always have the same opinion, and sometimes we weren't happy as the civilians. But if the civilians of this country aren't happy with what you're doing, what will you do to change that?
Well, first I would inquire to them what their problems are, what they want to see changed, and then I would ask more citizens if they also want to see that thing change, because in democracy it's the entirety of the people that need something changed, not the individual. If an individual needs something changed, it simply becomes an autocracy or a monarchy. Then it's no different from that. If one person can enact change, it shouldn't be like that. It should be multiple people that can enact change. And so, if there's a problem, if people are not content, they come to the people in government so they can fix the problem. And like we did not agree on stuff. If you do not agree on something, that doesn't mean you can't come to a compromise. Say I want 12 apples and you want to give me 6. We can compromise at 8. That's just how stuff works.
Yes, thank you. And
Alright.
if I can ask King, what would you do if the civilians aren't happy?
If the people aren't happy,
Yeah.
simply asking them can do wonders. You just simply ask the people what they like and don't like, and they probably will tell you, and you can fix that. Or if enough people say they don't like it, because one person might not like the same thing as the other one. Also, there's a creeper in there.
Right. There's
Are there
someone
any
else?
more questions?
Oh,
Alright, then ask it.
Of course, that has to happen.
Uh,
No, because I'm making this a monarchy. No, I'm not. If I could, I would. I definitely would.
What is your question, Tom?
okay.
Sorry if I'm taking over for.
Um, this is for King. Why do you think you deserve our votes? Because we've seen a lot this debate, and I think everybody should participate in the political system. I think that's very important to the strength of a democracy, to its ability to last through events, tumultuous and not, is that people participate no matter what kind of quality of person they are. But how do you think your behavior today has demonstrated that we should vote for you?
Yeah, don't vote for me. No, I'm kidding. How is that not funny? Uh, if yeah, that's true. Unmute yourselves.
I guess I have a different question. I have a different question.
Oh
This might
yeah,
be easy.
can I
What
just? What is he doing? What is going on over there? What is he doing?
King?
He's committing criminal.
Saying that he may not answer, can I ask a question that got received by Probitina from
Wait.
the leader of
Oh.
Incaware?
Go ahead.
For both parties, what will be your interventions to external countries if any of you win? Will you modify anything that is being done?
Yeah. So, are there like term limits?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, I'm asking about foreign countries, not internal affairs.
Yeah, so I would like add term limits. But because since this country's so small, these things would only be like temporary, but they would be long. So there would be like at least a couple elections before they could rerun. So that so that the same guy doesn't keep running and keep winning. Cause then like I'm moving this guy farther. Then you coulda wait, what was I saying? I keep losing my train of thought.
We know this.
Oh yeah, if the same person keeps winning, then that would not give the other parties a chance. Cause like I just explained it. So we were yes. Uh, I think I answered that question too. Yes. How long are like the terms?
Have you read the Constitution?
That's kind of important if you want to be president.
Yeah, I kind of didn't read it.
Can I ask the question that I had earlier? I have a question for King.
Yes, I'm kind of a joke around here. Don't fault me for that.
Why
Alright,
do you
fault me
want to
for
be
that.
president? King, why do you want to be president?
No, you can't vote for a food item. Uh, uh,
Okay.
oh
Why,
yeah,
why do you want to be president?
because what is he doing? I believe that this country should God, everyone's looking at me. I believe this country has been through a rough patch, and I believe it should. Oh God, this country needs a leader that will help with the. Anyone else got any other questions?
Well, I would like. Tom asked a question earlier how to respond to external affairs. I think leading is the art to respond to a situation, and I cannot answer how to respond to a certain situation if I do not know the certain situation. I think that we should remain out of any affair unless it is we are obligated to do so by either an alliance that we have to keep up, or that it's a moral requirement because it's a moral requirement, or it's a threat to our democracy, or it's a threat to our country. I think that unless we have to, we should stay out of the external affairs of other countries, especially if those affairs could even influence our own internal affairs if we meddle with their internal affairs. Does anybody else have a question?
Yeah, he had a good answer, so I'm gonna just steal that. No. Anyone? Why'd you do that? Take some bread. Don't do that. That's not good for your health. It's not good for your health, man. Don't do that. No
Casper,
problem.
if you
Yes.
quit hanking, what would both of you do if someone stole melons from my farm?
Oh, I would find them, and I'd rip off their. I would I would give them the obligation of a nice ban, because that no, they would have to do community service, I guess. Cause like not gonna lie, melons aren't really the worst thing you can steal.
You fucked up there, man.
But like
Oh, oh.
this person speaking in Times New Roman. People are just laughing.
Can I ask this to everyone else? How many of here, aside from Tom, Casper, Jeronis, and I, had read the Constitution?
I think Manlord read it because I ordered him to, and he wanted to run for a military thing.
I think a sizable amount of people. I think Andy, Provi, and I think that's and King haven't read it.
Yeah, I should probably get to that. So give me a nice minute. I'm
I
kidding.
have a question for King.
Oh no.
Why haven't you read it? You decided to run for office. Why haven't you read it? Were you just not interested?
I
Did you
just
not
have a
think you
tendency
could?
to put things off.
You wanted to run for office, though,
Yes.
and that requires knowledge of the Constitution.
Yes.
You came to a
I
debate
kind
which
of
people might even ask you questions about the Constitution at the
I
debate.
kind of messed up there.
I think this is a testament of that King is not serious about leading this country. That he will not
Oh.
be serious
Oh,
about
I
ruling
got.
the country. That he thinks that this is just a joke. That he thinks leading Brune can be easy. That can be done with just joking around. But it's not. It's a real challenge. Ask Andy.
If I didn't know it wasn't a challenge, I wouldn't have ran. Any questions? Any questions? Because if you disagree with me, I'll break your kneecap now. What's your question?
By the way, because I forgot to answer Madlord Top's question about stealing melons, I think that that person should be brought to Bruneian court, judged by a Bruneian judge, unlike King, who proposed that he be judge, jury, and executioner, which is an infringement to our democracy and would make him a dictator. And
No, I did not say that. I said
you implied it.
No, I did not. I would never. I would never. That
And we would check if that person would actually be committing a crime at that moment, if it would break our laws, if we have jurisdiction over that, or if we want to enforce our power as Brood to get jurisdiction over that.
maybe I should have been a bit more clearer. I would have seen if we could do anything about it, and if we could, what are they doing? We could bring them maybe to a court, but like if they, oh god, I'm just making myself. Then we would probably try to prove he did that, and then we would probably, what the hell? My god. Stop. Yes. Then I would probably give them like a pretty tame thing, like a something, I don't know. I know you think this is funny. Stop.
Welcome to the next debate. In our next topic, we're going to debate about what is best: a private firefighter or public firefighter. Casper, will you be your argument about this?
What fight? What did you say?
Private
debate-
firefighters, privatized firefighters, or public firefighters?
Public.
It depends on the situation. How much funds does the private have? How much funds do the public have? I think that best firefighters are the ones who help everybody and are the best equipped. The one that finds the best balance between those two is the best one.
I suppose King doesn't have an opinion about this.
I do.
Well, what's your opinion?
I believe that the the one with the most muscles, yes, of course. The public ones, cause like private ones are probably, I didn't even know they existed, but private ones probably are owned. The hell is going on?
So you say that you prefer juicy, big muscle firefighters rather than
No.
skinny ones.
No. I'm saying we should have the public ones, because if like a private one would like, they'd be ran by like, they'd be owned by someone, and they don't get they are only getting funding from the people who own that, and that can change. That is up to fluctuation, but it. My God, the chat is just. What is?
Oh,
Oh
jump.
God.
I will do it.
No, no.
Jump, 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 jump. Go!
No!
Yes!
Fuck.
Why? See what
Anyone got
happened?
a chest?
That is all because
Well-
of the debate.
Guys, you know, I said the men should be free, otherwise they are dead. He was apparently in prison.
Wait, can I just cut down this one tree?
He's free now.
No. Gino!
Please?
I have a choker anyway, so we can save his stuff.
You're
So-
supposed to be the bait head. Get rid of this shit.
As the guy who was controlling the debate since the beginning, I said that the debate's over.
Okay.
Everyone can stand up, even though that Shasher and Isam Tribute are sit down.
Good debate.
Should we leave this
Yeah,
place
I'm
like
definitely gonna
or-
lose.
Is this video gonna be posted somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, I've recorded it.
On the comedy
Good.
channel.
On the comedy channel.
Yes. Should
Yes,
we
we're gonna-
leave this here or should we remove it?
Leave it here.